Good afternoon and welcome to this quiet and sacred space for you and me to chill, to relax, and just breathe. Breathing that conscious breath and feeling what's going on in our body and out there. So I invite you to take that deep conscious breath just truly bringing that breath down to the core of you, feeling your tummy button pushing in and out as you breathe calmly and deeply. Just letting all those tensions out. And just feeling yourself just falling into you, relaxing. No care in the world at this moment. Just be aware of the oxygen you're breathing in, and also the crystalline atoms that are always in the air, and you can see them when the sunlight shines on the sea. Imagining breathing them in. The oxygen and crystalline atoms nourishing you, body, mind, and spirit. So just allowing yourself to relax, not falling asleep, but just being with you, just for a little while. Breathing and feeling, observing what is happening. As you start to relax, you'll feel that warm energy flowing through you. And you can imagine your cells throughout your body dancing in delight at this attention, this nourishment. And as all the cells vibrating into a new alignment, a healthier, well alignment. It's like shaking off anything that no longer serves. Just feeling into you. Remember to breathe from your tummy, the core of you. Just feeling yourself relaxing in your own arms, in your own loving presence, feeling safe and loved. And just knowing that this space, this silence, is like your sacred space to come to ask questions and know all your answers. It's not particularly any one location. This space, it's just everywhere. And it's not only here, but as you expand your consciousness, you expand into everything and allow energies out there to serve you. But just feeling just nice, relaxed and loved in your own presence. It's that best friend that you tried to find out there. That knight on the white horse out there that has always been here within, waiting for the human, the identity or ego, to slow down and pay attention to what is here now. So I like to breathe, imagining a figure of 8 up and down through the earth, through yourself and the cosmos. An infinite connection, bringing all of you together. Earth, cosmos, the vessel. And also being aware, bringing your body, mind and spirit together in one harmonious alignment. So that you can be your own sovereign oneness. Quite easy as a click of a finger. And you stop being distracted from out there. Whatever's going on is going to go on. You have to be concerned with yourself, making sure you remain in your happy space, feeling relaxed and vibrant, feeling your core essence flowing through you. So just be aware for a moment what those feelings are, your natural essence and state of being. This loving presence, the I am presence. It is no other than that feeling of pure love, pure joy, and pure peace. Knowing everything is most perfect now, and anything you need to know in this moment, you will know. So trusting yourself. Just allowing yourself to feel your natural essence of love, joy, and peace. You can imagine them as bubbles flowing through you, in and out as you breathe. Maybe from the core of you, your tummy, around your tummy, you can imagine a deep well that is always flowing with these bubbles of love, joy, and peace for you to feel. But of course, when we are distracted out there, or in a problem, in a pain, in misery, in fear, we don't feel this. So if we can teach ourselves to feel this always, anyway, no matter what, then the quicker and the better we can change our circumstances or situation. So just breathing into you. Feeling so loved, peaceful, and joyful. Yes, being magnificent you, loved so much. And then we get this feeling come across, or maybe a thought or a pain in the body. This feeling of dread, of guilt or shame, or fear for something. Whatever comes up in you now, allow this feeling to be and embrace this feeling. It's like pick it up like a mother to a child and bring it to you, embracing it, embodying this feeling that is probably not nice. And be with it. It's like rocking a baby. Allowing it to express itself if it wants. Maybe you want to understand why or what this feeling is. Not so much why, because it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you don't push it away or ignore it or sit there or lie there worrying and are concerned about this feeling, this fear. And we just breathe as we feel. And through the breath, the love that we are, nurtures this feeling, embraces it. Let me take an example of a feeling that came to me last night. All of a sudden, when I was trying to go to sleep, the fear of death from a vaccination, from the virus, for instance. I allowed myself to fully feel this fear. And if you allow or give yourself time to feel, you will realize that all fears are based or founded on death and not living. Not surviving. But you can know that this is a very deep program that we all have. And it's sort of nestled deep, rooted deep into ourselves. The fear of dying, for losing something, someone. Even ourselves. So how do we change this or move this? Or what do we do with this? Well, you'll be surprised if you nurture this feeling, this dread, for long enough. You will realize, you will feel that it gets less and less. And instead of that dread understanding what it's all about, it fades into the background. It's like your love, your breath dissolves it. And for no other reason than you are love. And that is what love does. So if you could understand, it's not because you have something to figure out or sort out or change even. Change the feeling. It's coming up now just for you to embrace it. That's it. For you to feel your love coming together with the fear and dissolving it. For you to realize that this is your power. This is how you change things. Quite simply, like the click of fingers coming into your connection. With the click of a finger, you dissolve a fear. You allow yourself to understand it. If there's anything that you need to understand, to remember why we fear death, why we fear the loss of somebody, the loss of a job, the friend, relationship. Because these are all attachments, part of our duality, our experience of being in relationship to one another. But it's always been about remembering that you are self-sufficient, that you don't need anything other than yourself. And I say you don't need it. And I hear people say, well, of course we need each other. We can't survive without each other. And I say again, we don't need each other. We allow, from our own perfection, our magnificence, we allow energy, which is everything out there, invisible and non-invisible, to come in and serve us. And everybody else does the same. But first, we have to be in this, I suppose you could say, this sort of meditation life, the meditation of life, aware, open, knowing that this is how we can serve each other, by allowing everything to serve us, to come to us. Not because we need it, maybe because we want to experience something. And this is why we need to be clear, have clarity about our intentions. What do we want to experience? So always come back to the breath, the core of you, just breathing, relaxing. And yes, when anything comes up that is not magnificently amazing and light, no resistance. Bring it on. Come on, let's embrace it. Let's understand more and find out more about ourselves and how it's all time to release everything that no longer serves. So this means emptying our sacred vessel of all our past experience, and then allowing ourselves from now on to move into a new experience of harmony, of unity, but first, the fears have to be released, have to be dissolved, and you're the person who's going to dissolve them. Just like that, by embracing them. So yes, all fear is based on the foundation of being afraid of dying or being afraid of losing another person. The attachment. But allow yourself, when this comes up, to really look into it, to observe it, to feel it. And maybe do a little research about it, about being okay about death, because it is part of life and it's going to be okay when it comes. I was very young when I had this very vivid dream of myself. It was like in a wartime scenario when I was shot. But yet, at the same time I was being shot and I had children with me, there was absolutely no fear. I was very peaceful. And that feeling is our core essence. So if we practice being a natural state of being peaceful, joyful, loving, we will know without a doubt there is nothing to fear. And when fear comes up about anything, so we could give the vaccination and the virus as an example, it takes, this distraction takes us away from our true essence. And we go into this programming, this manipulation that we've been playing in for too long. We all are going to die. Of course, we want to go in the nicest possible way and when we're ready, but yet that is where we're going. As more light enters the earth plane, we are changing our carbon-based biology completely to one of crystalline. And as we change, as we, let's say, erase and delete all the cellular memory, all the triggers, which include the death trigger, the original death trigger, so that we can quite consciously choose when we've had enough, when it's time to transition, because that's all death is. We're leaving this world for another. Remember, we're all multidimensional here having a human experience. So don't let anything frighten you or bother you. Whatever we might hear, the end of the world, the end of the days, whatever it is, don't be afraid. If it's real or not real, you will be okay. Just knowing that you are always in the right place at the right time for your experience. Your own spirit or divine self steers you through life, so you can guarantee you're always in the right place. Everything's perfect. The human might not think so, but we are here to remember. And for some, we're here to learn and move on. It's quite an exciting time now, a time of celebration, when more and more of us are embracing divinity, embodying divinity, walking together, birthing new earth from within, so we can all share a new experience of harmony, unity. So remember, every experience that comes to you, every feeling that comes up in you, is for you to look at, for you to feel and embrace. So no more resistance, no more pushing away. Welcoming it, give it that divine hug. And understand what you need to understand or remember. And I promise you, you will move on. You will empty your vessel of all your past and yesterdays so that we can have new experiences. So a few deep breaths before we leave each other. Feeling those joyful, loving, and peaceful bubbles flowing through you. Knowing your cells are always vibrating in delight as you breathe in the nourishment for them to transmute, evolve. Feeling nice and relaxed and feeling oh so loved. Know you are magnificent. And until next time, thank you so much.